Da 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 da. I don't know what I'm doing. It is 1:42 in the afternoon, and it's a weird time for me to do a freaking stream. But hey, we're rolling with it, right? Right. So, Outer Worlds, let's go, let's do it. Still in it, still got it. I put it on normal difficulty. I'm nuts. Now, if I want to make this into a playthrough, which 95% of my body says yes, but 50% of my body says no. Well, mine says no. I don't know what to really do, and I just got this game. I really downloaded this game yesterday because I got bank on a PlayStation, but I wanted to play it because I wanted to play a new RPG game, like, badly. Let me just move this a little bit over closer. There we go. And we're playing this. I'm already level 2. I'm not really doing much main story. I'm just doing, like, side quests. I'm basically a con man, right? I'm that guy who will go get product, but I'll only sell it to the person with the highest amounts of coin or credits. To make earnest money. You're in my way. Down. Ooh! Dead. So I get like 30 experience for killing enemies, which is really nice. I'm down to get their... I'm literally down to get their ammo. Oh yeah, that's good shit. She's like, damn it. Excuse me. Okay, gonna need to try that again. First death. Oh, first death. Holy crap. Okay. Already. I can change weapons. Ooh. I can't drop it. I can't swap it. Oh, I can't replace this one because that's my primary, isn't it? Now I'm going to save ammo on that. It only has 24. I need to buy more ammo if that's going to be the case. And I'm also don't have that much money. Actually, don't even know how much money I actually have in this game. I guess I'm not really good at. At that. It's the Outer Worlds. Holy. Oh! Oh, shit. All right. Oh. Oh god. Okay, it looks like I have some money, so I can probably... So if I'm able, I could probably buy supplies and stuff. Well, there really is no in-between. What does sleep do? Oh, okay. Well, I'm not done exploring. Okay, well, I got some ammo. What's this? Energy cells. Yeah, the ammo cache would work out my benefit. Okay, well I'm gonna be nearing the center. I can't pick that. Can't hack it. I'm not good at hacking. Good at smuggling. That's about it though. Ooh, hello, what's in here? Nothing in the lockers. Some light ammo from a pistol. Or pistols, since I can't get rid of one. We're here, we're gonna explore. That is it. He's dead. Hell no. Wow, you guys sucked at aiming. Wow, assault rifle actually makes it... Actually makes this so much easier. No thanks, I already have one. Jesus Christ. Did his body need to explode? Now, before I even decide, I do see 2 buildings I want to look at. It's if I can. I don't think I can. That's evicted. I can't go in there. So I can't go in these buildings. That's unfortunate. Community center. I wonder if I can get something good in here. Whoever is giving me... I want to hear bids on these medicines since they are so hard to come by. I'm gonna be a... I know for a fact I'm hitting other places for it. And then I'm just a smuggler, basically. I'll be an outlaw. I don't really care. I don't care how people see me as. Why? So I want to behave like... So I want to behave like children? A trip blade? Hello? What is a trip blade? Light pistol. I have like 2. What is a trip blade? Huh. Does that icon mean armor? Oh, I guess this armor is better. Right? Ew, what are you? Well, I mean, you're dead. Hmm. What? Why can I not sell? I don't understand this. I can't sell stuff? What? How does that make any sense? Let me sell things. What's the point of that, then? How does the cell work in this game? I don't understand. What? I'm trying. And I can't sell it. I don't know why. This is supposed to be a vending machine. Can I not sell the vending machines? I have stuff to sell. I got this to sell. So dumb. Oh, you're the guy that had the key. Then I was looking for you. Did I just pick up a fucking guide? I'm trying so hard to figure out how this game actually works since I just went into it extremely blind and not knowing what I'm doing. I got the stuff. Now let's find out who's gonna be my my buyer. Let's find out. We got buyers. Selling that medicine to auction. Oh, I'm dumb. Okay, so I need my hacks. My hacking skill needs to be at level 20 in order for me to actually sell at vending machines. What's it at now? Character. I'm good at everything. I balanced out everything so it would work. What's my skill set? What am I looking at? So... Oh, there's flaws. Ooh, like that. Okay, so for engineering, I need to have my skill at level 20 in order for me to actually repair my stuff in my inventory, so I don't have to worry about it. Science. Oh, hack. I'm wearing heavy armor. Probably not the best idea for me if I'm gonna be honest. So, I need to go to a vendor. Hold on. I'm doing the what mission? What mission am I doing? I'm not even doing a main mission. I'm doing a side quest. But I want to get the good deal, you know? I want to have the extreme good deal. So... Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna give it to the I'm a lovely lady, because apparently she gives me more. It's not that I'm mad at this, it's that I'm just a business guy when I come to it. I'm not using brute force in this game. Plus I got more experience. Can I shake her down? Is there a way to shake her down? I don't like two options. I only like the one where I can give it to the female. I don't like Abernathy because he just sounds shaky. And it's I don't want to keep using my medicine. You know, I want to actually play the way I want to play and just talk to get a better deal, right? That's just sort of how the business element is in this game. And I'm gonna be honest, I wanted to actually get my skills up entirely. I need to go find the market also so I can sell some stuff. I like how there's like concept art that gives you information about some of the local wildlife. Also, that's a nice touch. I love it. I actually like this game. I kind of want to just be invested in this game, but alas, only if people want me to make this into a playthrough. I don't mind doing it, but I want 5 likes on the video. This video right here, and if it gets 5 likes, then I'll definitely do a playthrough. I know the like count would be small, but fuck it. We'll do it live. I don't want to show my gun. I'm not here to cause trouble. I love this cup. Oh my god. I have a new cup now. I have a...
Almost lost a finger in the cannery today.
I've got some time. Thanks. I'll see to it that this medicine gets
15,000!
Here. Something for your trouble. Nothing personal, but I hope we never do business together again. Don't want to make a habit of consorting with smuggler types. You do have some cheek on you. Lucky for you, I kept a little contingency fee in case you tried to negotiate with me. Somebody deserving. Silas on account of him being out in the cold. Amelia seeing how she's around people all the time. Anybody in the sick room? Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
It seems like the only vendor in this town is in the cantina. What the fuck? But why?
don't know you. Uh-huh. The Unreliable, you say? Never heard of any company supply ship with that particular name. I don't know what you're about, but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal, hard-working company folk here. Am I that easy to read? Yeah, we've been having some problems lately. Loyalty issues, lines in the sand. I know where folk in Edgewater stand. But you, I don't know you. If you're gonna have a drink, I'd like to ask that you do it within the premises. Can't have you taking drinks over to those deserters. Coming right up.
Alright, I guess we can now start doing some of the plot, since I got nothing else in the city, I believe.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us.
Well, I have a feeling that place is going to be completely infested with marauders, and this is just something.
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. I am not trying to pull one over on you, friend. You were bound to run into them sooner or later. The people living in the botanical labs. They're deserters, former workers.
Is that what the Marauders are? Just former people that just hate the tax evasions?
Home.
Damn. Actually, I think they're the good guys in this one.
My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sorry.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented, and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Oh, alright.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Can we talk? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters. On account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of desert. Miss McDevitt? Gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
Oh yeah, wait. I have this low, don't I? I did. I'm dumb!
Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if you can get out to her. Life's hard here, especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse.
Oh, they're not even marauders?
The town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say, guys.
She's very wise and clever. Let's go talk to Vector Max first, I guess.
Sorry, I'll just be a minute.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. They rejected the order of society and lived beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice? Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Oh, now we're talking.
It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Perfect. Oh, that's crazy. So when she gets kills, I get 50% of that. That's nuts. That's a volcano, isn't it? That's a volcano.
Where are we headed? That's on account of how I never met her. I don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting cannery computers. The contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers. You mean about the mission being too cool? I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by her. The machine Vicker sees is one that ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass. I think there's something higher and greater than us. But I don't feel it when I'm in the mission.
don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those. Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you. Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind. You don't know what enough with the questions means? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her. It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere. Appreciate it. Honest. If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Make amends. Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. Question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. hero to the people who matter. To us. To the ones who come around. To the ones you save. Reed will never understand. He has been too long inebriated on the wine of corporate culture. All he sees is productivity, output, profits. You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it. Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives. I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
If you're hungry, Stephanie's got supplies.
I always wanted to poke around in here. Something you need? Got it. Inside voices. Don't mess with us. Yeah, huh? Let's go!
Wait, she dead? Oh, good. Well, that was fun. We're dealing with robots.
The control room should be ahead somewhere and a touch to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing.
All right, what would be considered the right thing? Hello? Phew. Interesting. She knows how to kick ass. Okay, what do I want to do here? I don't... For me, personally, I actually don't like Spacer's Choice because they're just assholes. So if I want to be a smuggler, I don't want to... I want to take the side of the profitable, but I might also go for that red... that Red Hood, like, vigilante bull. I don't know. I don't know what the right call is. Reputation will go down for them. But I don't know what the benefit is. What would be the benefit? Right? I don't know. This game has a lot of morals. And there's a lot of consequences that can go with my choices. In the long run, it's supposed to suit me. If I'm going to be hated by a lot of people, I'm going to get hated. So, can't really do much about that. Let's find out what be a good benefit would be. I'm weighing in on actually just fighting Edgewater. Oh! So, I have an idea. I'll divert power.
Three switches. That'll be easy enough.
3 switches, be easy enough. I knew how to come down here. Bitch. A lot of pistol ammo. Oh. I guess the terminal's needed for that. It is. I'm sorry. I have to enter a passcode. Ah, motherfucker. Oh. I'm gonna have a lot of ammo for energy-based weapons in the long run. You motherfucker.
Process.
I could have sworn there was another one. Well, in retrospect, I do have this small TV, and I do have this small TV stand, but I'm also going to be getting a new chair, so I'm not going to be sitting on my bed. Which is going to be nice. It's going to be a nice thing for me. So that means I'm going to get a better setup for when I do my wrestling show later, because I want to do that, and I'm going to do that. I have the show all ready. I have the card made, and we're just going to have fun with it. I'm not going to do anything with that. Can this thing, like, only hold 60? It's interesting. Anything up here? Ow, my foot. So me and my dad are basically gonna take care of that stuff tomorrow for that, so I can probably get off of this and what the fuck? Can I hold? Carry? No way. Holy shit. What? Oh. Oh! 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 You fuckers are in danger now! You fuckers are in danger now! Holy shit! What the fuck? Oh my god, it gave me a machine gun. It gave me a mini gun.
What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the bay?
Well, what the fuck? Hello?
Not real. You're not real.
I mean, I'm not real. Real as I'm ever gonna get.
Mind steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Unexpected.
Look out!
Ah! These things are extremely resistant towards physical damage.
That's the last of them. If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the rest?
Process begins.
mother... Don't hurt her. Rude ass bitch! Yeah. I took like 4 of them down. What's it to you? I'm using a light pistol. I need to fix up a gun? What gun do I need to fix? So I need to... Because I'm able to repair my, weapons and armor, I need to start considering on buying weapon parts and, armor parts so I can just keep repairing my armor over and over as long as they require it. And if I don't have any, then the best replacement course of action would be going to a vendor. Well, these guys are considerably, invested in that.
Last. I'm not sure what the ride is. Alls I know is the decision's final. Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. That sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something. Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
How the fuck did I get up here? I was literally just down there like 2 seconds ago. Hello? Alright, she wants me to divert power to redirect power. Alright, did it. How did I miss that? Oh, those aren't even... I guess I really just picked... I can't believe I only pick up, like... only 60 rounds in the magazine of this.
You're fast.
Part of being a smuggler. And a scavenger, I guess. Gotta make the money somehow. Gotta make them quick bucks. I just want my regulator. It doesn't feel like it's 3. I'm pretty sure everyone else feels that way, right? It doesn't feel like 3 o'clock. Feels later than that, maybe like 4. The fuck is that? It's a big ass snake. It does not seem to care for me. I'm about to fix that. Oh wow, I was actually right. It was a snake. I think that was overkill, but it was funny.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it? You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management. You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or are you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must. If you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together. Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients. I have got a means to cure the plague, and I will not share that cure until Reed leaves town. Those are my terms. My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead. Whoa, Miss Parvati. You're, what, how are you? Hi. Hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. They didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
I seen you wandering around here. You don't look like you're coming from town. Well, what I meant was you're reasonably well armed and don't look stricken with plague.
I have a minigun
sure if you were from town or if you were one of us.
Ballistic armor. You're going to completely say, oh, you look extremely armed. I'm about to commit a fucking war crime.
I couldn't fix a busted chair.
This is gonna be like chaotic neutral written all over for this. Ooh, if I want to make this into a playthrough, I think I might just go chaotic neutral to be like, fuck it.
I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the
Wow.
old kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged. No kidding. Really? Well, which one? Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me.
Nice.
Any luck finding one of those manuals? I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again. You know something? I think you're right. The town could use another engineer, and I'm on my way to becoming one. I could do a lot of good in Edgewater. Maybe even keep a garage of my own with a little workbench and my very own toolbox. It's just... Adelaide's never gonna forgive me. Not in 100 years. I go crawling back to my old life in Edgewater and I'm as good as dead to her. You know where to find me.
Marauders can't see us in the dark. Wild Canids, on the other hand.
The matter's been weighing on me. I'm staying put until I know what's become of Zoe. Don't want that question haunting me all the way back to the cannery. I'll tell you what I can. Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already. Little ways ago, she was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about. Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does. She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own. What is it?
So I can't do anything until I get Zoe back. Let me see if I can.
Don't see why Thomas can't just get the generator up and running. Something I can help you with? You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off. Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions. Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her. The other day, I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day. Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd.
What the fuck? She wanted to join the Marauders. That explains a lot. I wonder what he's gonna do.
Everyone all right?
I'm doing peachy. I'm doing grand. We just kind of just slaughtered a whole bunch of Marauders, but you know, that's just how I am. The hell happened to my ammo?
Clever.
$67? The fuck happened to my art? What happened to my stuff? What ammo does this take? Ooh, this has a scope on it.
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far.
That had to hurt.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways. What? You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen. I'm great at clarifying. I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them. No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit. I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrenatine, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it. I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable. Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, it must be my natural charisma. I've got all the time in Halcyon. Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong. I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me. Wait, you're telling me he's got a copy of the Masked Marketeer? Why didn't you say so? I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
You need more health. You just need more health. This has been fun. This is good gameplay. I guess. I'm liking it. I like this game. Now since I know what the hell I'm doing. I mean, somewhat.
I'm not in the lightest of humors right now. We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway? Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things.
Don't make a reference.
You pretty much did my job for me. Least I can do is pay you for your trouble.
Yeah, payment's good.
Let me know if I can do something for you. The matter's been weighing on it. Zoe came back, but I couldn't keep her from slipping out in the first place. Used to say I could keep marauders from slipping in. I don't see us lasting more than a couple of weeks out here. I'm loath to admit it. We're gonna have to make our peace with Thompson and hope he takes us back. Listen, we go back to Reed, hat in hand, begging for our old jobs back. Well, Adelaide's not gonna forgive us. She never talked to us again. Sure, suit yourself. I'll be here.
And this is a fast travel. I believe. Yes, it is. So... Yep. I'm just gonna keep fast traveling because it's easy and stuff. I got maybe like I can play this for a little bit longer and then I can just like get off of it so I can relax. This feels like a sci-fi western movie.
I think you did the rightest thing you could sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. People I care for, even if they didn't care much for me. He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda. I'm just glad he's alive. That he's okay. I mean, when Mr. Thompson said he was fired, we all expected the worst. If he wants to learn about engineering, we should help him get those data packets he wants. I'd like to do that for him.
This is a fine day. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts? Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice. I have made my share of mistakes. but I have done my best for this town. I am a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home. I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic.
No, it's actually not.
The very notion is just grotesque. A raw vegetable? Why don't you just ask me to go chew the bark off of a tree? We are a Spacer's Choice Saltuna company. We eat Saltuna here, and only Saltuna. I don't understand. You say Adelaide's growing her own food, but that should not be possible. The soil's gone sour. Company said as much. Our own botanist couldn't grow decent crops for us, so the company got rid of him and shut down the greenhouse. You'll excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil? Adelaide has been using dead bodies in her fertilizer? That's... Come to think of it, that's a stroke of brilliance. What a remarkably efficient solution. Recycling Spacer's Choice property long after its date of expiration. I was wondering about those missing bodies in Silas's cemetery. You're right, I am being obstinate. If the best thing I can do for this town is to stand down, then stand down I shall. If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me. A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any of them. No such thing as an honorable resignation. Suppose I could find a place outside the walls, or put in for early retirement. I don't know. I could see myself lasting a week. I do. Adelaide's found a cure for the plague, and she knows how to tend to crop. She's what this town needs. I have always tried to do right by my town. It has never been easy.
Yeah, huh?
I want to be level 5 so I could use this. I'm sick and tired of using this fucking pistol. How do I have so little heavy armor? Is it because of this thing? I guess I need more heavy ammo. That must have been draining my heavy ammo supply. Why the fuck did these things attack? They never attack. Well, I guess I can fast travel. All this for a fucking power regulator for my ship?
Look at that. The snake's come back. I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward. telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
Within like 2 hours span, I actually leveled up a hell of a lot.
That was a good thing you did, Captain. Helping to bring the deserters and Edgewater folks back together. I hope you rest well on that.
Oh shit, it's the power regulator.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive mark? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling. Well, it's kind of you to say that. And you're right. I wasn't happy. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves from my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think? Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. I got a captain.
What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator? Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you, across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Easy.
Light assault rifle? Hmm.
Yeah, huh?
Ah! A bone crack sound when he falls is just good.
What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the Unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities. We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Aha, there you are, hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the Unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain, horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you. Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kilkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her. Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it. Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Kilkelly. Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design. Cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal. Make yourself at home, Captain.
So I'm playing as a rogue. That's a disguise kit. Might as well explore the ship a bit. Ooh, I get a robot. Ah, I am playing as a smuggler. A lot of rooms on this thing. Oh, that's weird. I can't sit.
Yeah, so this is my hidey spot now. I was looking for a place that was quiet. I figured the kitchen would be louder than the hold, so here I am. Cozy like, ain't it? That's in pretty good shape considering how hard Mr. Hawthorne ran it. It's a Yakita LHA 120, A2 model, I'm pretty sure. The Block 2 design scooshed in extra cargo space, but didn't change the stock engines. Probably a touch underpowered, huh?
Accurate in all particulars. I conclude you are Edgewater's board-certified mechanic.
Fly-by-wire's pretty normal. Or at least ways that's what I read in the trades. I've never been on a real ship before. Hello! I am not a board-certified mechanic, but my dad was. He taught me all he knew. Do you understand?
Speech recognition is one of the many skills I have been programmed to simulate.
You're not simulating it, you're doing it! I asked a question and you answered it.
I am gratified you consider this facsimile convincing.
I don't see any holes in the hull. I'll take a good squint at her, make sure everything's tip-top. But I think we're cooking with plasma torches. You can do that, you know. My dad taught me how to make grilled cheese sandwiches with a plasma torch. Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all my life. Mr. Thompson never let me forget how funny that was. He meant funny as in odd. It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents. You take a vocational test. That decides your schooling and your career. When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us. Well, I'm good at making things work the way they ought. Not so much at doing such to somebody else's schedule. There's times I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all running perfect. Then I look up, see it's tomorrow, and I've blown another deadline. Anyhow, I was happy to get back home. I didn't care much for schooling. Yep, nothing much had changed. Everything was a little grayer, a little dirtier. Dad met me at the shuttle and gave me a big old hug.
I'm a potato!
He straight away that he was moving slower and stiffer. He made a little grunt when I squeezed. Oh, I'll miss him, sure enough. But he's a fond memory. I was right beside him when he passed, holding his hand. Talking about him makes me smile. Dad never said that he loved me, you know? I knew on account of him showing it. How he'd stay up late to help with my projects, or listen to my fretting. Oh gosh, look at the time. Sorry to bend your ear so long. And I got so much to do before this ship's in decent shape.
The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Can we talk? Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson? I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing this by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff. Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
Okay, after we're with this after we're with the Groundbreaker, I'm gonna head off of here and eat something, and I'm definitely doing my wrestling show. Big, absolute 100% confirmation. I will be doing it. Save this game real quick. There we go. Head to main menu. Yep. I'm starting to actually see why people enjoy this game. It's different. It's unique. Regardless of it being from Obsidian, they actually really did do a pretty good job on making a game of their own. And not Fallout New Vegas. Because I hated that. But I'm liking this. It's really nice. Well, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this 2.5 hours of gameplay, I guess. If you guys really want me to do a playthrough of this game, all you have to do is just hit the 5 likes on the video. And if this does reach 5 likes or even more, I'm just gonna keep playing it for YouTube, make a good playthrough. I don't really have anything sci-fi related as playthrough wise. I have a lot more fantasy stuff, and of course wrestling, but that's about it. If you guys really did enjoy this, please, in the comments as soon as this is uploaded. I'll check you guys here later, and don't forget, it is Christmas Day. Happy holidays.